Hello and welcome back, folks, to the Week in 7 Questions. Today with Arjen Siegmann from The Hague. Arjen, the COVID-19 crisis has been described as a white swan event. What is meant by that?
Dear Roland, I think people mean that we could have seen it coming. But I'm afraid this is a huge hindsight bias. There are many lurking disasters. My own favorite is the strangelet, which can theoretically be produced by particle accelerators. One such particle could cause a chain reaction that will reduce the whole Earth to the size of a football field.
Jesus. Can the economic recovery even be green after COVID-19?
I would like to side with Hans von Storck in the recent Martin Center panel. We need breakthroughs in emission-free technologies, and the rest is a rounding error. So a complete green recovery, I'm afraid, is not realistic. However, it might be a good time to stop subsidizing air travel.
And how do you make this transition without overly burdening the middle class with taxes?
Well, why would we need taxes to solve problems? The conversion from horses to cars also just happened. And so did the invention of the smartphone. So I'm not against taxes, but I think it's much more important to focus on what we do with current spending of the government.
Is a Biden presidency good news for the climate?
Biden is clearly good news for international cooperation, without a doubt. But maybe we overestimate the impact of EU-US actions on this point. Because worldwide emissions of CO2 are 40 gigatons per year. And of that, the EU emits 4 gigatons and US 6.
And with the rise of disinformation and the rejection of science, how can Europe best encourage citizens to embrace the need to go green?
And given that polarization increases with education, Europe should discourage people to study. No, I'm joking. But seriously, polarization on the climate does increase with education. And this is a puzzle to the modern liberal mind. But David Hume already knew it when he said, reason is a slave to the passions.
Now, the Netherlands has had a gas-reliant energy system for decades, sometimes to the envy of its neighbors. Is that up in the air now?
Yeah, it is. We had earthquakes, Roland. Earthquakes in Groningen.
In 2019, we were all about decluttering and keeping only the things that bring us joy. Does this mantra still apply?
Yes, I'm all for joy. And your questions have been about the climate, I think. Joyful cooperation, that's one of the things that we sometimes seem to forget when we focus on societal and planetary problems. And I think people are much more able to adapt and innovate than we sometimes think.
Thank you, Arjen. Hartelijk bedankt. And thank you all for watching. And see you again next week with another surprise guest.